Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today, yes, I am here to tell you guys I just turned 39. Not 40 yet. And from bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you to everyone who wrote me a comment, even also whoever watched my video, and especially those who gave me thumbs up on my previous one where I shared my homesick, that sadness that I've had for some reason this year. It's just been really hard. Maybe because of the COVID, it's so limited for me to even think of going to Korea to visit my family. Even I was really nervous to share that on camera and just let that out. That was even really hard because it's social media. I know it. You guys are so nice to me, and I know so many nice people out there, but those that are not so nice, I know they will just pick on it, whatever I say that may not be, leading the positive note. So I just want to say thank you so much. It really helped me, and I am reading your comments. I don't know, something there makes me feel like I am really not alone on this, and a lot of you feel the same as how I am feeling. And I also see that a lot of you live in the US or different country where you didn't grow up and you just ended up living in that new place. This is not possible, but if I could go back to my 20s, I'm like, I would love to watch this video to see what I have learned through these years, especially when you become a wife, you have a husband. The world changes. But also when you become a mom, oh my goodness. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is stop expecting so much out of people. We all have certain expectations toward people. What you think is normal is not what your friend is thinking is normal. Right or wrong, nobody's actually really right, even though you are thinking 100% I am right, you're wrong. If you expect someone to be at your standard of living, right or wrong, your life will be full of disappointment. Second, health. Your health is more important than anyone else, anything else. Side note, I have 3 little children. 2 years old, just turned 2, 5 years old, just turned 5, and also 7 years old. He is turning 8 pretty soon. So I just want to tell you guys that because that's where I start to learn this, that health is more important than anyone else, anything else in your life. From having my first child, Joshua, he's now turning 8 pretty soon. Like I said, when I just gave birth, I was so sick. I would say Joshua, he is weakest out of 3 that I have because my body condition was not well when I was pregnant. But also if you're sick, because I was very sick and I could not pick up my baby when I gave birth, that really was painful. As a mom, I just was so guilty about it. Still now when I'm talking about this, it makes me so sad. When you're young, we often think health is like, something to take care of later on when I become 60s or when I become older. That is not true. You have to take care of your health while you're healthy. When you get sick, that is already late. That's what I would say because I've been there. I've gotten sick. I've gone to the point that I could not function normal, and I had to crawl myself to even go to the bathroom. It was terrible. When I got COVID, that's when I realized I needed something more, extra to take. That's when I started to take vitamin. I didn't even take vitamin C because I thought it was all right. I could just still wake up in the morning. That is not just because of COVID, but it was the indication that I had to provide something extra to boost up my immune system outside of eating food. Once you're sick, like I said, it is too late. Yes, you still have chance to get better, take medicine, get well. Then a lot of times we forget to take care of our health. Once again, because you feel fine, you don't think much of it and you put that off like the last thing to do. If you're not well, if you're not healthy, you miss so much, like pretty much everything. You can go to be there in that moment. That other family member could be there and enjoy the moments. My point here is you have to take care of your body first outside of just anything. You need to be healthy so you can take care of your precious ones. You have to be healthy so you can enjoy your life fully. Guys, be happy. Life is short. Live the moment happily. What you have right now, that may be forever if you're happy enjoying that moment. But if you worry so much, because I have a friend who thinks a lot, because she thinks a lot, she criticizes herself a lot, she has really high standard and she tends to judge a lot because she knows a lot and there's so much to it. So when I'm talking with her, I feel like, oh my goodness, it's so complicated. The life is just so stressful. But when you just flip that coin to the other side, there's so much to be thankful about and be smile about, because life is not that serious. The future, the plan, like wonderful, like what you imagine, yes, that is serious and you have to work on it to, you know, be successful and develop yourself. But at the same time, you can be very simple and be happy about tiny little things that will lift you up, brighten up your life, your day, and you'll be more positive. When you're positive, things go well a lot better and smoother than when you are digging into all that black hole. Oh, what about me? I don't have this. Comparing with someone else, like complaining about your life. Why? There's no end to it. So stop that and flip that coin and looking at the beautiful side of your life that you have, because you do have, like we all do have. Live in the moment, be thankful, be grateful. There's more and more to be thankful. If you look at what you don't have, you would never have enough. So pay attention to what you already have and what you got today. Write a journal, starting with 3 things that you are grateful for. I pray every night before I go to sleep, like I do right in the morning when I just wake up. At night when I pray, I thank the Lord. Yeah, more than 3 things every single night. That's been for years now. So I am now really used to be thankful and grateful. But if you haven't done that, this is going to change your life. I am so grateful. I have 3 little children that love me. I don't get that type of love from anyone else but from them. I am just so grateful. Listen to elderly people. Elderly here meaning retired, age, talking about in their 60s or 70s, even 80s. Actually, it could be just older than you who have gone through, like what I'm saying, life lesson. They've gone through a lot, ups and downs. Even if you think or you see their current state is not like, you know, higher than your standard, thinking, oh, they've got to be certain level for you to open up and listen because they're successful. Even if it's not, you still, I guarantee you will learn at least one thing that will really help you to the turning point in your life in the future or sooner or later, you will have that moment. Oh yeah, that's what she talked about. Oh yeah, this is what that time he talked about. I have that moments a lot of times, especially after having kids. I think in my 20s, I used to be like, oh, I know it. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I know everything. You don't have to tell me what I should be doing. Oh, you don't have to tell me I need to change this. This will be better. A lot of things that I heard from these elderly people, blah, blah, blah. That's what I heard. I was like, it's all right. Yeah, I know they like to just talk about themselves. Even though I didn't say it, my heart was really not open to listen to them. But now, especially after having kids, I started to really see the real situation. I'm like, I really don't know. That's how I became, and I started to listen. I started to have open mind to grab what I need from these many elderly people. They are really open actually when you want to talk to them. A lot of times us, like, we're always on the phone. We're so busy, occupied with these things. Because we're doing that, they think we're just too busy to listen to them. So there's not a lot of that time that you can really open up to them and really listen from their own experiences, like life lesson that they've gone through, ups and downs. They're so wise, guys. It's really helpful having those ones who really love you and care for you. I'm not just talking about your mom and dad, but also your aunts or uncles. Not just a family member, but those who could be your neighbor. Anyone in your life who have heart for you will be able to give you these lessons openly from their own experiences, and you could use those into your situation, whatever you're going through, and it could be really, really helpful more than anything else, even just from the book that you're reading. I just love listening and spending time with my friends that are elderly. I have some that I really love. One of them, she's in her 60s, almost 70s now, and she's got 5 children. They're all grown up and they have their own life. She's got many grandchildren. Maybe not terrible, but a little bit of things. I just start talk with her just a little bit. She just started to pour out something and I'm like, wow, eye-opening. I'm like, wow, I love it. I just love it. So don't just despise and thinking, oh, their life is boring, so I don't want to just, waste my time. Listen carefully with open mind. It's very expensive life lesson that you are gaining for free. Don't stop dreaming. Be a dreamer. You become what you believe. You might be thinking, huh? Dream for what? Dream for my children to be successful in the future? I dream for my parents to be healthy, live long life. I'm not talking about others in your life. I'm talking about you. You dream for something that you love to become. You can dream for anything. Dream, it's a dream. This is from research that I know, but I'm not clearly sure if this was for 3 years or 5 years. But if you do same thing 3 hours each day for a certain period of time, those years, you become a pro. You don't have to have a degree. You don't have to go to school to have this certificate. But if you love something and you think a lot of it, you will end up actually doing, like I'm saying, 3 hours a day. Later on, you become pro. You know that more than anyone around you, or you might not find someone who will know more than you do. Be a dreamer. Dream about something that you love, you want to become. For me, for example, I recently, my dream became true. One thing, I co-designed earrings, you guys remember from with Ana Luisa. I just cannot believe still it's with my name, CHARIS, the hoop earrings. Actually, those are back in stock. Yay! I'll have the link down below. I am still very excited about that I got to design something that I can actually wear. And also those earrings I've been wearing non-stop. Seriously, not today because I went to do matchy with the pearl necklace I haven't worn for a long time, but today this video is like something special for me. I don't really do often, so I love pairing outfit. I care about head to toe when I'm going out. It's just that's how I've been since I was young. I remember a long time ago, like when I was little, cut off her socks or dad's socks and I made a dress to put it on my Barbie. I was always interested in clothing, and that would be my dream, like real big dream. But having a line with my name, that would be unbelievable. But that's what something I could dream about. Having a goal in your life, it just enhances your life to think of something further. Others who don't think much or they don't really have any goal in life or dream of anything just because they're settled and they're okay, they're married and they have children, they just dream for their children to become this and that, so they live for children, which I do too, and we all need to as parents. But you have your own dream for yourself. It's just very different when you're talking to these two different people who do have dream, who don't have dream. The way that they talk is also very different. If you're in your 60s and 70s, still I say you can dream. Why not? You can dream. You become what you believe. Don't waste your time trying to convince other people that you're right. They already made up their mind, so there's absolutely no point because it doesn't really matter to them. This is what I found. Most of the time, we all stand for what we've learned growing up. So the chances are, no, we don't really change because that's what we know. That's how we grew up with. So there's absolutely no point for you to try your hardest to convince someone to agree with you because they're not going to. Just touch up. It's the Armani. Love this lipstick. Live to please yourself, not for others. This is not easy because I just like to please others. I want to be just a good person, a good daughter to my dad. I want to be a good sister to my sister. I want to be a good wife. I want to be a good mom. I want to be a even good YouTuber. I still remember one day this very close friend of mine made a comment, said, "Charis, you want everyone to be happy." And that comment, kept popping up. I will just question myself. You want everyone to be happy. You want to please others. Most of the time when someone asks me, I'll say yes first and then think about it. That's like kind of culture growing up in Korea. Especially to older people, you just cannot say no. It's really rude to do that. That's the culture is. That's just deep in me. Living in the US, it's just different story, totally different culture. You can say yes, no, it's just up to you. I just don't take it lightly when someone show their care and love toward me. It really touches me because growing up, I didn't have so much love. I am just really careful not to hurt someone's feeling because I've been there and I got really hurt. So I'm so sensitive and mindful. So I like to please others. That's where it's coming from. So I just know it. I should say no, but I just don't say no. It's very difficult. So like I'm saying, I am learning still, and I am not there yet, but I always tell even myself, you just cannot please everyone. Especially when I'm not in a good mood and I read the bad comments, you know, on my social media. It sometimes lingers and stays with me for quite a long time. Hard to get over. My husband normally helps me, but I don't know, sometimes it just really hurt my feeling. So I hate to hurt someone's feeling. So I try really hard to make it right. Everyone is happy with me. But I just find out at the end of the day, I just cannot please everyone. Like on social media, thousands of you. I mean, how can I please everyone's heart, everyone's mind? We all have different opinions. You just cannot please everybody. If they're pleased, if they're happy, yes, great. I'm happy for you. But if you're not happy with me, I just say, I am so sorry. Stop complaining. If you watch my video before this one, you guys all know how much I've been complaining, like homesick, why I live here, why I cannot live in Korea, why I don't have family, why. So much to complain about, but it is actually absolutely self-digging into a black hole. There's no end to it, non-stop. One complaint brings into another complaint brings into more and more. There's a lot more. And what I learned from doing this, as soon as you start complaining, you just need to stop your thinking and switch into a positive thought. Think about how great it is that I became a mom. Me, I would have never thought that I'll become a mom just because of my, childhood. It just wasn't happy situation. So I always thought becoming a mom is a terrible thing. That's how I grew up. But I became a mom. But I am just so happy. It's the best thing I've done in my life, becoming a mom and having 3 children. They are wonderful. I just cannot be happy enough about this. So that helps me to change my thinking into positive thinking, like what I'm saying. So you could find something that you are grateful for. Guys, build a good habit that helps you to be positive and makes you happy. Doing something every single day is so powerful. This, you can set a goal. You can find the positive thing that you love. For me, as soon as I wake up early in the morning, I just start to call on the name of Jesus. Oh Lord Jesus, that's what I do right away. It's like automatic because if you didn't know, I'm a believer. He became my savior. That's the best amazing blessing that had happened in my life. I just love it. It just brings me into the most positive setting early in the morning. So I love that. And before I go to sleep, same thing. I call on his name and I just need him so much for everything daily. So that's what I do. But you can find something that brings you into that positive thinking and makes you happy. Stop living for tomorrow or yesterday, but today. A lot of times I think of the past and I tend to remain on that, which brings me into more of negative side than positive. So what that does to me is to lead me into more negative future, I will imagine, just because that's what happened before. But what I've learned is that past, it's just past. Clearly it is past. It is not right now, or it may not happen tomorrow if I don't linger on that. So what about tomorrow? It is tomorrow. Yes, it is important to plan for tomorrow, but that plan that you have tomorrow may not happen. You can imagine whatever you would like, but it really hasn't really happened yet because it is future, not present, not today, not the moment that you live in right now. So what is most important now? Care for today, right now. So look around who you have and be thankful for having them in your life. And you know what? Do it today what you want. Don't wait for tomorrow or don't linger on yesterdays. Do it today. I always love this from Nike. Just do it. I love that so much. That is my top motto actually. I love just doing it. Do it. Don't be afraid. Be simple. Just do it today. So this leads into next one. Stop thinking what if, doubting yourself. Okay, you might think I go to school and graduate, I go to master's and I graduate, I go to this work and I make this much of money. And what if I can't even pay off my student loan? What if? You know what? Drop all those doubting thoughts. Just live today the best of yourself. But most importantly, do that for yourself. Don't do that for your parents. Oh, they will be proud of me. Don't do that for your siblings. Of course not. Whatever it is, do it for yourself. Stop thinking what if, but take things day by day. Next, don't judge fast on others. Yes, we all have opinions, we all have thoughts, but actually, you have no right to judge anybody anyways. Also, you cannot judge someone's life when you never lived the exact life, same life of theirs. I know, you think you know, but the truth is you cannot know. So stop judging someone else's life, but just mind your own life. And this is a lesson that I am still learning and learning to tell myself, you are worthy no matter what. You don't have to put too much expectations on yourself and just be really hard on yourself. For me, in my case, because my own mom decided to leave us, it just put me into this really deep negative hole in my heart that just anytime possible, I just think I am not good enough. That's why my mom left. Instantly have the insecurity just because of that. I have lost confidence since I was young. I mean, you could possibly tell if you are my original OG followers. I didn't have my face. I was so shy and quite embarrassed to speak in public, and I didn't even show my face because I just didn't have that confidence, and I thought everyone will, hate me being there, but I just did it, and you guys brought me so far. Thank you so much. The sun is going down and the light is like hitting weird direction, but we're almost at the end, and two lessons that are quite similar, but I'll start with this. Learn from being a failure. We make mistakes. None of us are perfect. Maybe you think you're perfect. Well, I'm not. When you fail, first thing you need to do is to accept that you have failed. Well, yes, I don't want to admit that I failed, but for you to move on and for you to grow, you need that full acceptance that you have failed, and it is okay to fail. It just didn't work out. So what now you can do is not to complain about yourself and putting yourself down and mad about yourself, but go back to the source of it and consider what made you to fail. From making mistakes, it helps you to be more considerate when you're making big decisions, and it calms you down and you're more humble now. So making mistakes is not the end of the world. It's so much better than being always successful. You do care more because you've been there before. So don't just think being failure is the worst thing in your life. This I am still going through, and it is very, very difficult for me. When you're hurt from someone deeply because you trusted that person, If you watch my Q&A video, I don't know how long ago I posted the video. I will link to it down below here and also in the description box. We all go through from small to big hurting process, especially relationship and from people, human hurt human. It's deeper than anything else. So the first time I got hurt was from my own mom leaving me. Second time I got hurt is the dad that I call daddy. I've had him as my dad for 15 years, actually longer than 15 years, but to call him daddy was solid 15 years. So that was really lengthy time for me to really believe and knowing that person is my family, but both of them abandoning me, and I just felt like I was trashed into the trash can from those two people who I thought I will have them forever in my life and I will be loved by them. For something like this, you just never know if you haven't really gone through exactly same thing. Like, I really hate that. Like, sometimes in my real life when I discuss this and my real people who I am very, very close to, she recently visited me and I opened up and talked about it, and what she was saying to me is that, oh, Charis, just move on, it's nothing, just let it go, just move on, Charis, just something bad thing happened. I'm like, how can you do that? How could you say that? I know she cared and she wanted to help me out. To me, it's a life-threatening happen. It's just upside down. My world became just nightmare. I mean, seriously, day and night I thought of it. How come this happened? How come he's not in my life anymore? How come he's not grandpa to my kids anymore? How could he do that? I mean, overnight, just because he has a new life. What have I done? What made this happen? What is wrong? I went on and on. What I learned from this so far is that he is a human and we are human. Me too. I could be the same. I could make that same decision as he did if I was in the same situation, because I don't know exactly what kind of situation he has. He hasn't really opened up and really be genuine with me. So I can't just criticize him and judge from what I think and what I see. I started to accept that this could happen. And also, I am learning as a believer that God doesn't allow things happen without reasons. So I am just looking to him and asking what I need to learn and what I need to gain from this. I haven't gone there yet, but I need to, at the end, I know it. I need to forgive as the Lord forgave me also. So this is the last, and I actually have a lot more to talk about and open up to you guys, but I think this video is already really, really long. I am so happy to have you guys here on my platform, and we can all discuss things and share our ups and downs. And thank you so much, like I said, from my last video, homesick. Oh yeah, I have no idea when I can go back to Korea and enjoy all the street food. And thank you so much for sharing your experience and your story. Please comment below what you've learned from living your life, and you don't have to share how old you are. You don't have to, of course not, but I love to hear from you guys. Yes, I'm gonna let you guys go here, and thank you so much and happy birthday to the ones who were born in October, and I hope you guys are doing well. Yes.